Welcome to Lost in English， 这句英文跟你想的不一样。我们用轻松的聊天方式，陪你一起学会生活中最常见的英文片语及惯用法。如果接下来的英文对话内容太快，记得可以调整语速。同时，节目的资讯栏也有提供文字下载档，别忘记去领取咯。I'm Shirley.
And I'm Abby.
Today, the phrase we are going to talk about is bound with someone. But let's listen to the conversation first. So, how is your new school?
It's good. I really bonded with one of my classmates. We worked on a project together and talked a lot.
That's great. Good to hear. So, what does bond with mean here, Abby?
Bond with means to form a close relationship with someone, especially through shared experiences.
这个片语中 bound 本身有连结的意思，而后接 with someone 有跟着某人一起的意思，所以当全部合并在一起变成 bound with someone， 中文就可以翻成与某人产生连结，建立关系。通常都是指因为跟某个人有相似的经验而产生连结，建立关系。So, Abby, in your time abroad, like in another country, have you ever bonded with someone you met and become good friends with them?
Yes, absolutely. I've lived in France for 3 years now, and the friends I've made here are so important to me. I've bonded with lots of people here in France over lots of different things.
What kind of things?
So there are a lot of expats and people from different countries in my region here. So that's something I bond with people over. This past year, for example, I lived with 2 other teachers in an apartment. And we all met just because we all knew the owner of the apartment. So we moved into the apartment without knowing each other at all, actually.
Oh, yeah. Roommates are often the first people you start making friends with.
Yeah. And I was so nervous to meet the other 2 people, but we actually bonded with each other so quickly. One of the roommates was Spanish and the other was French. We were all from different places, but we bonded because we were all young teachers, and they both became very close friends of mine.
Oh, that's nice. It's always great to meet people with similar backgrounds, right? Yeah, it kind of feels like you already have a lot in common, so there's usually plenty to talk about right from the start.
Yeah. More randomly, a couple years ago, I was in Berlin on New Year's Eve with my best friend, and a German guy asked if he could share a table with us at this sandwich shop because there were no seats left. And we said yes, and he was very nice. And at the end of our meal, he asked me if I wanted to be pen pals.
Pen pal. Like you write and mail postcards or letters back and forth with a friend, right?
Yeah, exactly. I had never had a pen pal before, so I said yes. And then we remained pen pals for about a year, just sharing stories about our lives and our travels. And it was so unique and cool that we actually became friends. And I actually learned a lot about his region of Germany, actually, and what daily life there is like.
That is so cool. I haven't really heard of the word like pen pal for a while, actually. But yeah. Didn't you feel kind of weird at first, though? I mean, it was so random. You didn't know this guy at all, and he just asked you to be his pen pal.
Yeah, it was weird, especially because that requires giving him my address. But I just love it when people are open like that, and it takes a lot of courage to approach and talk to someone like that, I think. What about you? Do you have a story of bonding with someone while traveling?
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I worked at a amusement park one summer during college, and I met this American girl at work. We both worked at small game booths in the park, so we saw each other pretty often. Sometimes if we had a morning shift, it would be super slow. There weren't many people in the gaming area, so we were kind of bored and just start chatting. We talk about our backgrounds, like why I was working there, how I got a job, stuff like that.
Oh, that's so nice. I love that.
Yeah, we actually ended up hanging out a lot after work or even our days off. I didn't have a car back then, so she would drive me and my friends around to do like local stuff. I remember one time she asked if I wanted to have a smoothie, and I was like, "What's smoothie?" So she took me to a gas station to get one, and that's how I learned the word. And we actually have a similar drinking Taiwan. So we also went to like a lake once just to enjoy the sunshine, kind of like sunbathing. Yeah, it was so fun.
Wow, that sounds so fun. Did anything surprise you while spending time with her or getting to know her better?
Yeah, she also shared why she worked part-time in the amusement park. She said she was trying to save money for her college tuition, and she actually had 3 part-time jobs at the time.
Wow.
Honestly, I was pretty surprised. Not because she had 3 jobs, but because she was just like us Taiwanese people working there and trying to save money. Not like the people you see in movies or TV shows. A lot of teenagers here have part-time jobs and work hard to support their college life. It made me realize we were all kind of the same. Even though we came from different, backgrounds, we still have a lot in common.
Yeah, I totally understand that. It's really comforting to realize that in some way you're actually so similar to the locals.
Yeah. Well, I think both of our stories really show how easy it can be to bond with someone, even if you come from totally different cultures or backgrounds. Like we said at the beginning, bond with means building a connection, a friendship with someone, usually through shared experiences or just spending time together.
Exactly. And as you've heard today, those bonds can happen in the most unexpected ways, like becoming roommates, chatting at work, or even sharing a sandwich shop table on New Year's Eve.
We hope you enjoy hearing our stories about bonding with new people abroad. Maybe it's reminding you of someone you bonded with while traveling. Thanks for listening today. We'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.
如果你觉得今天的内容有趣而且很有帮助，也欢迎到 Instagram 搜寻输出英文，里面有更多文化的相关英文学习内容，别错过咯。那我们就下期见咯。